Good morning, good people. Ohayou gozaimasu, minasan. All of my Kaizen Moai Tomodachi. Kanpai. Boom! Here's an update for 2022. What's going on with hashtag unblock yourself? Since I'm nearly complete with this room, I wanted to sit down and I spent a lot of time in here. I sat down and I kind of wrote things out, what I wanted to do, what this room is about, what's going on in life. So the whole room is designed to bring you closer to God. Well, bring me closer to God. And that's the message. I was asking, what's the message? And the message is, come draw near to him and he'll draw near to you. And what you want to do is create a space to do that. Now, all last year we were having tea ceremonies, tea services, and really drawing closer to God, learning about the things that hold us back. And that kind of transitioned into this year. I'm saying, okay, bring people closer to God. How do we do that? And this first few months or first quarter, I don't know. Right now it's 3 F's, okay? It's fighting fear and failure. Fighting fear and failure. Fighting fear and failure is kind of like the theme for right now. But all of it, the whole purpose of Kaizen Moai is to draw people together, right? And as we are drawn together, draw closer to God. So I'm kind of excited about that. Failure, I wanted to start really talking to my kids. This is how this is coming about. I'm talking to my kids about failure. Failure is it's not a bad thing. It's not a negative thing if you know how to look at it and what your definition of failure is, because failure is a process. Okay? And since it's not a negative thing, what it does is I like to think of the law of averages. Law of averages says if you're doing something so many times, something's going to stick, something's going to be big because you're consistent. One thing, you're going to master whatever it is, or you'll learn your lesson. And that's kind of what failure is. Failure is not really like what we were taught in school, where you get a bad grade and then boom, you got an F. That's a failure. You got to redo it again. Failure is a process. What the process consists of is you really learning the lesson. There was a saying that there are no real failures, just lessons to be learned. And the failure comes when you don't learn the lesson. That's what the failure is. So we got to rename it. I mean, it's a fail, but it's not like a deemed failure. Nothing's a failure until whatever it is dead, or you're dead. But there's a learning process that has to be learned. So it's a series of events, and the lessons are just there for you to learn. And if you don't take the lesson, it's going to be pushed on you. And the way you respond to it, either you'll take the lesson when it's given to you and learn from it, or you'll take the lesson, refuse it, and then have to go through it again. That's where that failure comes in. So if you look at success is the same thing. Mostly success and failure kind of work together. Success is a failure that worked out, or the lesson was learned and you were able to cope with it. We don't just say, man, that's a success. That one little thing, that one little instant, it's a process too. So once we learn these life lessons, and one way that we really get over into, over that hump of learning what failure is tackling fear, our actions. And this is what I was talking about yesterday, having that passion fuel your actions and your decisions. And one way to conquer fear is to get past that, right? One of the journals that I have is all about tackling fears. So one of my mentors says action is the antidote to fear. So once we have that passion fueling us to move us to action, to move us to make decisions that's going to conquer and crush the goals, then we move past that fear of, or the obstacles that get in our way that keep us back from learning those lessons. So fighting fear and failure is going to be the theme, but the whole vision, the big picture, is everybody just drawing closer to God right now in these times, and creating a space for that to happen. That's where we we go around, we're fiddling in the dark because we haven't created a space for God to come, or we haven't created a space where we're comfortable meeting God and Him showing us ourselves, because a lot of times we don't like what we see. So once you have that place, once you have a place to have tea with yourself, or to have an itchy-go-itchy-yay with God, then you'll know stuff will all be revealed. I mean, this after this, miracles start happening. You can have discernment and things like that, because it's not so dark. Wherever He is light. And Him living on the inside of you, Him communing with you and having tea together. The communication is prayer is a two-way communication. The communication happening, that light emits from you for all the world to see. So I'm excited about this day and time, and we're going to do some great things together. You ready? Good. Here's to you. Kampai once again. Have a great day.